Okay.
You would know more.
My
about
Uncle
that.
John told me that his father, John Baptista, was in the Black Hand.
That's it.
And the Black Hand was a pre-runner to the Mafia. It was before the Mafia, but that's what it became, the Mafia. And Uncle John was also a member of the Black Hand. And, oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and when things would happen, when they had the boarding house, when John Baptiste and Rose Ciccarelli had the boarding house in Alpha, they would have things that would happen in New York City, and they would come to the boarding house and cool off there if there was a problem. And sometimes they would stay 2-3 months, the criminals. But Uncle John Uncle John also, after he retired from fighting, was also he would run a door on big card games and crap games.
Yeah.
And the one time they came, because these were big games, a lot of money, and he would run the door. He would let somebody in or not let them in. And they had 2 doors, and if they came through the first one, then they would have to see Uncle John to get through the second one to get to this big card game. And one time, three guys got through the first part, and they were trying to get in the second part. They had guns, and Uncle John wouldn't let them in. And they told him, get out of the way or we're going to shoot you. And Uncle John says, you're not getting in. And the one guy came up to him with a pistol, and Uncle John naturally punched him. And as the guy went down, he shot Uncle John in the lower abdomen, just above his testicles.
Yeah.
And he was hurt pretty bad, and he stopped the people from getting into the card game. They took off, and then when the people in the card game found out what happened, they loaded up Uncle John up into a car. They took him a block away from the hospital and dropped them off, and Uncle John walked into the hospital holding his intestines in. Walked in. That's the truth.